Okay. Hi, guys. Oh, wait, it's not counting. I don't think I'm on yet. Oh, yes, I am. 3. I have glasses on and I'm still blind. Well, it's starting to rain, so I'm going to head back to the house. Man, I'm so sorry, guys. I was telling Alex that the street... Oh! A walking disaster coming through. Oh, I think I dropped my pen. Oh, my goodness. See, this is why I need, like... an entourage, and not for celebrity or fame purposes, just someone to moment to moment remind me, Jen, you need to do this. Jen, don't forget to do this. Because Rain Man gets rid of it as soon as it comes in. That's why I can't take all the interruption all the time. And like when my roommates were with me, people's disregard, they're so inconsiderate, and like no one has respect for your time, or that you need quiet. Or I get why Einstein, well, he had his wife sign a contract. She had to deliver his lunch and his tea at 2 specific times, and she was never to knock on his office door. And if she ever did, it was grounds for divorce. And there's a whole scandal behind that one, but I'll let that one come out in its own time. It's not my story to tell. Anyways, so to avoid divorce, she followed the rules. And I'm the same exact way, especially when I'm like on a roll, and I'm talking like it's physics and quantum physics and astrophysics and sociology and economics, and it's just so much. Like, I call it Theosophy because it's theology and philosophy mixed. It's not, I don't conform to a religion or swallow the doctrine that's shoveled at every Sunday's service where people are paying the steeple instead of feeding their families, or getting the homeless, like myself, off the streets. There's a church on every corner, and we're here in Merca, rich old Merca. And you know what that is right there? Peaceful Nights, Inc., helping the homeless of Carbon County since 2007. But you know what? They only take men. That's right. You gotta have a ding-dong to go there. Well, Jen got turned away last year. Jen slept in the woods because Jen didn't have a ding-dong. So that's Carbon County for you. Anywho, so, ooh, look at that cloud structure up there, guys. That's pretty funky. So, back to that subject. I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm doing a live today because I know myself, and when it's a topic like this that's uncomfortable to talk about, which it is, I procrastinate because I let my anxiety get the best of me. And then I question and I doubt myself, and I think, oh, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And then like the self-doubt, and I've always had a hard time believing in myself because, you know, that's what I was taught not to. But then when I replay the last 43 years here, I'm the only one I ever had, and somehow I'm still here. So apparently, I'm not what everyone said I was. Or maybe I am, but maybe more too that they don't know. So, you know, my whole life, like I was saying, was spent just like that, as far as not living up to what was expected. And because of that, I always was, you know, I mean, my parents, they were good parents. I mean, I miss my mom physically, you know, just picking up the phone, hearing her voice, little things. But, you know, I talk to her all the time, you know that. And my dad, like, he's still alive. He's in Florida, and he doesn't really speak to me. And So I even said that on a text message about a month ago. And I said, we haven't talked in a long time, blah, blah, blah. And I just sent him some good news about something. And he just nonchalantly answered back like, yeah, I know, we don't really talk anymore. And I'm like thinking, see, and that doesn't affect you. I'm thinking that really, because that has destroyed me. Like, not wondering if I had anybody that would, knowing I didn't. Like, it was me, count on me, or nobody. And that's been it. So self-reliance, that's why when I turned in this Ralph Waldo Emerson book and it was self-reliance, I was like, somebody gets me at least. Maybe they're not here in this world, but yeah, somebody gets me. Yeah, the poets, because we are those contemplator, we're always the hermits and the introverts, and we are always the people watchers in the corner, observing but never interacting, and the ones you never hear in the background. But we wonder, we contemplate God, and we contemplate space and what's beyond space and time. And these are the questions I had since I can remember. I wanted to know where God came from and what was beyond outer space. What was after that? I wanted to know. Like, those were my questions. While everybody else was like, what color Play-Doh can I get this week? Oh my God. Well, what's beyond space? And I swear this is what they would, like, teachers of mine. Nothing. And I literally would say to them, well, even then, nothing is still something. It's still made up of substance. What is it made up of? And they wouldn't understand what I was asking. And I used to think, how am I not making sense? Like, the communication. Well, they labeled us autistic, and the definition of autism, by the way, is the inability to effectively communicate and or form relationships with others. That's the definition of autism. I kid you not. Oxford Dictionary as well. Yeah. Talk about a generalization. You know why? So they can get away with how autism came to be. I know how, because I've lived it. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I want to help the millennials, generations Y and Z, because I'm Generation X, and we're the nonconformist rebels, as you know by now. Rage Against the Machine, Korn, Slipknot, Linkin Park, Dimebag Darrell, got Sublime. Man, I've lost some people who I loved more than people that are in my family bloodline, blood related to me. Now, luckily for me, I work with energy. So I channel energy, I read energy, everything. Perceive it, whatever you, I don't even know how many ways there are to even describe the things about energy. They're infinite. So with that being said, telepathy, yes, mind energy, and those who are like me, ours is higher vibration, because it's in a much more rapid movement. It is processing multiple things at the same time, whereas, like, if you saw an MRI or a graph of someone's brain where they light it up, like the lights come on, like a light bright, and you see an average, someone who would score on a standardized test, which I loathe them. I'm so glad they are done and gone. I said last year to the assistant principal at my son's school, I said, Benjamin will not be taking another PSSA test ever again, ever. So whatever I need to sign, I stood there like that. And he was like dumbfounded. I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. Like, try to get, I dare you to have my son come home and say he took, please don't, because I'll be in jail. Like battery or